Here is a video on how to design in Canva, custom size, how to edit template, and how to fade an image. Open your Canva app. Once you open your Canva app, you will start your design by clicking on this button below for creating a design. Create. Now, this is for general creation or editing on Canva. So now, this is what you do. You click on custom size. You know, we are starting from scratch. So once you click on custom size, you'll be able to create your size, the standard sizes that you have on Canva. So if you look below, you have popular layouts. If you want to use A4 size, you can pick one of these. But if you want to create your own unique design, you use these two boxes here. This one, this one. Now, this one is majorly for the unit, either in pixel or in other dimensions like inches, millimeters, and centimeters. So let's use pixel for this tutorial. Now, in Canva, you have width first. So width is how wide you want it to be. And the height to be 1350. So this is a portrait form of design for Instagram or any other social media. So after typing your height and width, click on create new design. So once you click on create new design, here is what you are going to have. These are templates that you can start from. So now you can scan through the template and pick the one you want. Let's say we want to use something like this. So you can decide to remove the elements that are not something you want. So for this now, it can make our design very fast because we have the major tools or the major elements there. So what I'll do now is to just delete all these ones. I'll delete them. I don't need them in this design. So, and from here too, I'll delete all of this one. Then I'll reserve this one. I'll delete this one. Then I'll delete this one too. So this one that fade out, let me delete this image so that I'll teach you how to bring in your element from scratch. So let's delete all of this. So let's say we want to use something like this text too. So I don't need to delete this so that I will start from there. Now, the first thing I would like you to do is to bring in the major characters, the major elements, and every other things you need to bring in. So let's say we want to use image. Let's just use a model. So for you to get a picture into your design, you can refer to our previous video or you follow this method. Let's say you are downloading it directly from Canva. Just for example or for your practice, you can just click on elements. Once you click on elements, you can now describe your ideal element that you want on this part. So once you click on that dashboard, you can type what you want in that box. Let's say I want a man in suit. Then I'll click on search. It will bring a lot of options for me to choose from. Then I'll pick one. Without wasting much time, let's pick this man smiling at me. Now, if you see this, now if you look at this very well, you'll see that the picture has a background. So you quickly click on background remover and you can find that at the lower part of your Canva app. So you click on that BG remover. For the image, it will scan and then it will remove the image background in few seconds. So after that, you proceed by adjusting the size of your image by using the corner rounded tool that you can use to drag. So let's place it at the middle. So the line will let you know that, okay, you are now in the middle, you are now centralized or you are not centralized. Now we can't leave this image very sharp like this at the edge. What can you do? Now this is what you can do. Let's bring in a rectangular shape by using our elements to search for it again. I need a rectangle. So let me pick this one. I'll need to enlarge it. Can you see how I'm doing mine? Enlarge it, spread it out like this. So we want to use it to cover that place, but we want it to fade in into that image. So what exactly are we doing next? Click on color. Here is color below here. So once you click on color, you can now change it to the blue background that you have. So for you to edit the color of that texture, you click on either this one or you give it a code. You can type your S code directly. But let's say we want to pick a color. You can use this eyedropper tool that you have at the last part of your color tool here. So once you click on it, it will ask you which part do you want to pick your color from. So you can now start moving it around. So let's say we want to pick this blue. Then I will move it over that blue. Then I will tick the mark button. Now, we can't leave it this way because it is still sharp. Now, what do? You scroll the down dashboard, the dashboard below, and you click on effects. So once you click on effects, you will be able to select the kind of effect you want to give to it. You can now select the one you want. So I'll be using drop shadow. Here is the drop shadow. Once you click on drop shadow, we want to use it to fade out the sharp edge of your image. So you click on this part of your drop shadow again to set the way you want it to be. Now the direction can either be up or down, depends on the direction you are moving it to. So now let's move it this way. The offset, you increase it. You increase the blurriness, how you want it to blur out, and then the transparency. If you want it thick, you can adjust until you have. And for the color, you should use the eyedropper tool. You click on the eyedropper tool after selecting color. So once you click on the eyedropper to move it to where the blue, the exact blue you use, move it to where it is, and then activate it that you are done. So once you tick this, you'll be able to move it close or even, can you see? Let's move this zone upward. So now what I'll do for it to make it better is to bring this one downward a bit. Can you see where it fade out? So it doesn't achieve the aim we want. So what do? I will duplicate it. Once you duplicate it, you see it's becoming better. Duplicate it again. Can you see? Until you have, once you duplicate it like 2 to 3 times, you will have a better, can you see the lower part now? So here is how it will look after you have done that. So now, once you have finished doing that, you can now adjust your image again before you proceed to the test.